Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here today, and you should be too. And I got a bag full of stuff here. Yes, a whole bag full of rocks. The best Christmas presents ever. So let's take a look at what we got here. And yeah, not really what you call interesting looking rocks, are they? Sort of blah colored. But don't let that fool you. Let's just pick one out here at random. And look at that. Hopefully you can see. Yes, it's a very rich green color with light green specks all over it. This is, in fact, Crocodile Jasper. That's something I have never heard of before. And we are going to cut this and see how it looks. I mean, I looked at this and I'm like, wow, that has got some serious green to it. I mean, I'm hoping the camera picks this up, but this dark green is really, really dark green. And these lighter green spots all over it are really, really light green. Which is kind of obvious now that I've said that, which sounded really bad. Anyway, without any wetness to it, it sort of looks like stone with, I don't know, markings on it. So let's pick out a piece that we're going to cut. I mean, that piece, I don't know. This piece, see if they can find a piece I don't have to cut down into a slab. Wow, they're all kind of odd. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this piece that I had picked off here and cut a slab off of it and go with that. So if I cut that slab off, this will probably be the top and the flat side will be the bottom, which is, yeah, pretty much how things go when we cut a slab off. But anyway, let me just take this over to the saw, cut the slab off, and I'll meet you at the wheel, and we'll get on it. Okay? Alright, I got that slab cut off of here. And as you can see, there's got some pretty patterns in there. And I guess the best way we're going to find out how this looks is if we get on it. So I'm going to start on the 80 grit wheel here. I just have to start taking the corners off. I got a really angled side here, so let's work these edges. Why have I got water flying everywhere here? There. Have to work this side down. It seemed to be fairly stable stuff. As I was cutting it on the trim saw, it was, yeah, it didn't take a long time to cut it, but it was seemed to be very stable. Probably more stable than I am. Yeah, especially after the other day. We had a big snow, and then most of that melted away, and then a day or so later we had another snow, and we had some really gusty winds. So I walked out to get the mail, and we had 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And as I walked outside, a wind gust came along, which is pretty much a normal thing. And I got out to my car, or I got out to where I parked the car, and I felt something whack me in the side of the head. And the next thing I know, I'm looking up at the bottom of my car. A branch, about yay big around. Yeah, yay big around, come flying off of this maple tree and smacked me upside the head. And all I remember is feeling something tap me in the head, and then I woke up. Luckily, there was 6 inches of slush to land in, so it probably woke me up from landing in the slush, but yeah, it was a little bit of excitement for that day. It looks like this thing is starting to take a shape already that it wants. Might have a shield pattern. Stuff seems to cut nicely. Not chipping away. Seems to be fairly sturdy stone. So I don't know if I had a concussion. I don't think I had a concussion because it didn't felt a bit off the next couple of days. Just goes to show you can't trust trees and wind. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Might want to take some more of this down. Got a couple of divots right there that's gonna definitely make it a little difficult for the dome. That one right there. Well, let's see how that works. I'll start working a setting edge here. Seems to have nice color to it. Maybe we can make something nice out of it. Oh, there's a big gnarly right there. May have to take that out. Looks deep enough that it'd be right in the setting edge. See right there, yeah, it's going to come down to the setting edge. I'm going to have to trim that out a little bit. Oh, I think pretty much got it. Yeah, I think we can deal with that. Didn't shorten it up too much. And if it did, we can adjust. Look there, that looks pretty good. Did change that angle a little bit. Have to bring this corner down to get it back into shape. Yeah, that works. Now this stuff seems to actually be working really nicely. Wow. Well, I'm going to take the dome down. I'm curious how this is going to polish. Seems like it's going to be hard enough that it'll probably pull a good polish up on the cerium oxide. But you never know. We shall definitely find out. Whew. Yeah, it is kind of hard. It has the sound of jasper. Sort of sounds like picture jasper when you're cutting it. Let's take a look. Now we got some pieces on my finger. Got some gnarlies up here we got to deal with. You see the stuff coming off of here almost has a blue cast to it. Maybe it's so deep a green that it's blue, or so deep a blue that it's green. Or maybe it's blue-green and we don't even know it. The streaks that it's leaving on the wheel sort of have a blue tint to it. Okay, we're getting that dome pretty much down where I want it. I'll take a good look here. Dry this off some and see what we have. No, that's looking pretty good, except for right there is a giant freaking gnarly divot. So I'm going to have to get rid of that gnarly. We have plenty of stone here to work with, though, so that shouldn't be a problem. Seems like it's tough enough so you could go, might be able to go pretty thin with these. Okay, they're still in there. We got to get that out a little bit. They got some nice patterns going on in there, though. Even for now, looks nice. Can't get over how rich and deep green that coloration is. Okay, there's a tiny little bit right there. I think we can get that out with the other wheel. It seems like we got a good, well, pretty good everything going on here. So I say we head over to the next wheel. Jiggle your eyeballs. Ah! There, that's good. I hope everybody had a good New Year's celebration, good safe New Year's, and a good Christmas. If you'll notice, hopefully you noticed, they didn't really have much videos going on over Christmas and New Year's. I didn't have anything. I usually like to have some special thing for Christmas, but didn't get to it this year. I had some, well, I was working on some new projects to sell at the shows, and new stuff to do for videos on here. And I got sidetracked with those, and the holidays just weren't really kind to me this year. I had personal stuff going on. I really not going to elaborate on, but y'all know there's sometimes things happen, and it's just, even though you got stuff that you really want to do, you just don't seem to be able to drag yourself to do it. And that's how it was. Okay, whoop! Dropped it. Gravity works. Gravity is working fine today. Okay, I'm just going to go over this rather quickly. Yes, to smooth it up a little bit so we can get a better look at it before I put it on a stick. But I'm glad you're all back, and hopefully, well, I intend to be a lot more diligent with videos. Okay, that almost looks like some scene from outer space. That is flippin' awesome looking stuff, man. I like this. Alrighty, so, well, next thing we're going to do is I got to put this on a stick, and then we can get down to some serious cutting here. So, don't go away. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, we are back. We are on the stick, and the stone's dry. We can get a better look at if there's any gnarlies in there, and actually that looks pretty good. Now, right now I'm going to work on this edge. I'm going to work on all the edges, actually. Try and get that shape down to a better shape. You know, shapey, woo-woo, and all that stuff. That sounded idiotic. Yes, it did. Yeah, this stuff, that muck on there, sort of has a blue tint to it, which is kind of interesting. I said I'd never cut this stuff before, so I don't really know how it works. I didn't expect to have it, or for it to have a blue tint to the slurry coming off of it. Okay, that shape looks pretty good. Why does that look so wonky at the bottom? Oh, that looks better. Okay, it looks a little bit, tiny little bit out of exact proportion, but I think it's proportional enough. Look at the sides. The sides got a nice setting edge on it. Yes, I think we can start working the dome. I sort of like the shape of this one, too. Somewhat like a medieval shield of sorts. Oh, and while I'm cutting this, I'd like to make an announcement that we have passed 1,000 subscribers. No, that's not a no. That's a good thing. Okay? Dude, really. Yes, we've passed 1,000 subscribers, which I think is pretty darn awesome. 1,000 subscribers, and the last couple videos we put out, we had some really good views on those. About making the Intarsia machine. Seemed to get a lot of views on that, which, hey, I'm very happy, because hopefully somebody can make one and, you know, expand their cutting skills without having to put out a truckload of money for a flat lap machine. And I've been using that Intarsia machine a lot the last few weeks, and it actually works really, really well. I've made some nice looking stuff with that, stuff that I'm going to share with you in later videos, and I think it'll be interesting. I love making cabochons, but I found something else. Well, Intarsia, I'm starting to really, really like the Intarsia, so I'll be doing much more Intarsia as the days go on. But I'll still be cutting cabochons too. You know, that's sort of like my first love here. Helping stones be the best version of themselves. Just like you should do with yourself. Okay, let me give this a quick go around again, and I think we'll be ready to go to the next wheel already. So, focus. Okay, let me dry that off a bit. Dry, dry, dry. It's not drying. Maybe I need a drier towel. Focus. Boy, nothing's drying here today. What's going on? Some stones it's really difficult. There we go. Now we got it drying off. Okay. Actually, no, I don't think there's any facets on there. Got some water spray blopping up on it, but no, I think we're ready for the next wheel. We are at the wheel of the bad valve, which actually has been working better than the valve on that machine recently, so maybe it migrated. Okay, hit these edges. And stone's remarkably cuts rather easy for seeming to be as hard as it is, which is a good thing. I mean, stones that cut easy like that are nice. I don't mind cutting a stone that's hard or difficult, but when they just sort of turn out really nice as you're going along and they're not horribly difficult to get the facets and stuff out of, that makes it a pleasure to work with. Give it a quick dry. What do we got? That's looking good. That looks like outer space, man. Outer space. I think we can actually do some swirlies here. We're to the swirlies already. Whenever we get to the swirlies, that means we're almost done. And then we can see what it looks like. Yes. We love the swirlies. Wow, that's polishing up nicely. Okay, yeah, we got a little bit on the edges there we got to do. Always want the edges to be nice. Nothing looks worse when you have a nice stone done all over the top and you look down on the edge and you can see the tool marks and it's like, nah, I don't like that. It really stinks when you see that after you have the whole thing done. It's like, how did I miss that? Yes, that is definitely a time when you say no. I did find out The Intarsia machine really works well for doing the back of these stones. I can get them nice and flat. Get them nice and flat on there. You know, and that means a lot when you're setting the thing. Okay, focus. Let's see. Do we got... Oh, yeah, that's looking better. That's looking pretty good. That's looking nice. Got a little spot there. That's looking pretty good. I thought I saw... Yeah, there's a little bit of... Focus! A little bit of gnarly stuff going on right in that area. So that shouldn't be hard to take out. So we will do that. And... No, if I get it in the camera, that would help. Oh yeah, I think we got it. Woo! Yes, that is definitely good. Now let's head over here to the 1200 grit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up on this one here. I'm going to take this over to the cerium oxide because I believe that this is definitely a cerium oxide candidate. So I'm going to finish up the edges here. Take this over to the cerium oxide, give it a good polish. And then we will go to the desk and we'll take a look at it. Okay, so don't go away. Okay, I'm back. Got it all polished up, got the back done. And take a look at this. That is some seriously nice polish and some serious dirt there on the corner. Oh no, it's not dirt. Oh my, look at that. I thought that was dirt, and it's actually just sort of cream-colored stuff. Yeah, there's a little bit of undercutting on there. You can see in the flash. There's a slight bit of undercutting, but man, that is really nice. And I don't know if it looks like outer space or if it looks like something out of the ocean. I mean, I'm sort of tossed between the two. Is it a space rock or is it some type of oceany stuff? I don't know. You know, I got the back nice and flat. There's a couple of scratches on there. That one flat lap has something embedded in it, and it puts some bigger scratches across there, which drives me insane. I'm gonna have to figure out which flat lap that is. But that machine made it nice and flat on the back. But what's even better is the front. I mean, this Crocodile Jasper is pretty darn nice. I mean, considering it goes from this to that is amazing. I really like this stuff. So all in all, I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt that we are out of focus. I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt that this stone is a win. So, if you liked the video, hit the button and subscribe. You know, tell your friends. See if we can get up to 2,000 subscribers. That would be just flipping awesome. Then we could bring some revenue in the channel, and I could get more stuff to do nice things like this and stuff that we can all enjoy together. So ring the bell, hit the button, and do all that stuff. So thanks for spending some time with me, and have a good evening.